What if your child leaves for school early in the morning but never gets back home? What if nobody knew where she was for more than 20 hours before being found dead? Today, I bring you the story of Audrey Melissa Bathinathan. Hi, you guys, and welcome to the GMC channel where I bring you the ghost, the mystery, the crime from my country, Malaysia. I am Esther Winston, also known as Liamia on social media. Do follow me, do like, do comment, do kindly subscribe. That really does help out the channel, encourages me to make even more. And today, I hope you guys stick around till the end of this video. Thank you. Alright, our victim for today, Audrey Melissa Bathinathan. She was just 17 years old and she was attending a Methodist girls' school in Kuala Lumpur. Audrey lived with her mom, Margaret, in Puchong. They newly moved there. So I really thought about it, like Puchong and Kuala Lumpur is pretty far away. Puchong is like about an hour away from Kuala Lumpur, taking in count the morning traffic and all that. So every day Audrey would be going through a pretty long journey to reach her school. She was like in her final year of school, and it's like just a couple more months before she sits for the exam. So maybe they thought, don't have to change the environment. Let's just finish the school there and just be done with it. It does make sense because Form 5 is the final year. You don't want to be going through a lot of changes, right? So yeah, every day I think Audrey would be going through a pretty long commute to her school, and she was just willing to do that. She was a model student. She was in the librarian club. She was a student that actually studied. She was a seriously good student that was seriously preparing for the final exam. And her mother, Margaret, she was a graphic designer. Yep, she worked as a graphic designer. They were very close, Yeah, they were a tiny family. The mom, a single mom with only one daughter. They loved each other. Small little happy family. Yeah, it's sad to say that now. Due to the long commute, Audrey wakes up super early in the morning, and at about like 5:30 she leaves home. She takes a bus from Puchong, then she travels all the way to Kuala Lumpur. She gets down in Kuala Lumpur, she takes the Daya Bumi tunnel. She goes down the tunnel, comes up on Jalan Chandrasari where her school is. So that's her normal commute to school. And she's not the only one that actually uses that tunnel or that route. Many other students do as well. 17th of May 1999, the final year of the 90s. Audrey, as per usual, wakes up early in the morning, gets ready, and leaves her house at about 5:30 in the morning to take her commute of bus, and then later on walk towards her school. When she got down, she actually met up with a friend and they walked together, but came a point where both of them split. The friend went another way and Audrey went another way. The last time the friend saw Audrey she was passing through the British Council building towards Bukit Aman. The friend saw Audrey actually trying to cross the road, and that would be the last time anyone saw Audrey alive. That day, Audrey would never arrive at school. Same day, 17th of May 1999, around afternoon, Audrey's mom, Margaret, she started calling home, which is a normal thing that she does. She calls every day home in the afternoon just to make sure that Audrey's back home, safe, and everything is fine. But this particular day, her mom is calling and no one is answering. And finally, she left work and reached back home at around 6 p.m. And that's when she finds out that Audrey has not returned home. Now panicked, what she does, she calls her relatives, tells them, what is going on, people that are living nearby to her. She also goes to the police to lodge a police report. The police, the relatives, herself, they all start searching for Audrey, from Puchong all the way to Kuala Lumpur. They start searching, trying to see where is the missing girl. And the search goes on to the night, and it becomes the next day, 18th of May 1999. That's when an alam flora worker. An alam flora worker is a person that actually sweeps the street, cleans the street of the dry leaves and whatnot. So an alam flora worker finds Audrey's body beside the TNB electrical substation on Jalan Kinabalu. Audrey was still wearing her school uniform, but her shoes and her school bag was missing. Her body was covered in dirt and mud. She had bruises and wounds on her hands, around her body, and her underwear was pulled down all the way to her ankle. So then the police arrived, the forensics arrived, and the investigation started. Audrey's body was taken for postmortem, and the postmortem was done by Dr. Zahari Noor, who estimated that the time of Audrey's death would have been anywhere between 4:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. on the 18th of May 1999. Which brings the question, because there's like a huge gap in between. Audrey was last seen the day before, 17th of May 1999, by her friend early in the morning, somewhere between 6:30 to 7. And she only died the next day, 18th of May 1999, 4:30 to 7 a.m. If you see, in between, she had been alive for more than 20 hours but missing. What happened? So that particular question started, bringing up a lot of other questions, a lot of other following questions. That was like a worrying gap in between. The postmortem also revealed many other details, such as the cause of her death, which was strangulation. Her head had a huge injury, most likely due to being struck by a large stone. Unfortunately, she was brutally S8, because her hymen was torn and she had semen around her genitalia, and she had a lot of scratches and bruises, which indicated that she fought back. This is sad, this is just sad. She was a young kid. This should not have happened to her. So during the investigation, the police detained many people at the beginning. At one point, they actually brought in 41 individuals to take in their semen sample, their blood, their DNA. Unfortunately, none of those matched with the ones found on Audrey's body. Then, two named persons came up on the police's radar. Person 1, Karupaya Puneya. He was said to be a drug addict accused of molesting a student near the area earlier in the month of May. Now, this event of Audrey Melissa, it's happening in the mid of May, 17 and 18, second half of May. But this accusation was from the beginning of the month, around the area that Audrey was found. But unfortunately, sadly, that DNA did not match to the ones from Audrey. Person number 2, named Chris, a person in his 30s with curly hair, about 176 cm. He's known to be a loiterer, a person that's always loitering around the electrical substation that Audrey was found. Unfortunately, that led up to nowhere as well. Nothing matched with whatever that was found on Audrey as well. Soon, 20,000 Malaysian ringgit reward was offered for any information on this case. Unfortunately, that just did not bring up anything solid as well. While the police was only facing dead ends upon dead ends, the school and police department started receiving many reports of harassment and also robberies that is happening in the tunnel, the Dayabumi tunnel that Audrey takes every morning, that tunnel. And they agreed that the tunnel was dangerous. Can you believe that? Students have already been reporting of harassment and robberies that's happening there, and nobody took any action. Nobody took that seriously until someone has to lose their life, until a student has to die over there for the police and the school management to take it seriously. That's when the police and the school deemed the tunnel dangerous. So basically, there had been leads, lots of leads, lots of questions even before the case even happened, but surprise, surprise, no answers to any of those. Soon, days turned into weeks, then weeks turned into months, and the police just never got the break that they actually needed in the case. And yeah, slowly it just drifted off away from public's view, public's sight. Everyone slowly started forgetting about this case. Yeah, that tends to happen, right? I know it's sad, but it tends to happen. But that's when the family comes in. Yes, the only family that Audrey had, her mother, Margaret. She did not accept this and cried and just stayed quiet. Nope. In December of the same year, 1999, she actually filed a lawsuit against the school's headmaster, Pasubadi Raj, and the government, not for the money. Like, she does not want the money. All she wanted was, quote, "I want justice," quote. Yeah, that is exactly what she said. She wanted justice for her daughter. I mean, yeah, your family would be the only one that stands for you, right? Like your parents. Like the story that I just posted a couple of weeks back where the father did not give up. He was the only one that pushed the police, the government, everyone, so that his daughter gets the justice that she needed. And finally, she gets it. So here, the mother stood for her. Unfortunately, here's the gut punch. There was an out-of-court settlement. Yeah, there was an out-of-court settlement, and it was done. It was closed, like nothing happened, like it was just swept under the carpet. I feel really bad for the mother because, you know, she's like a lone woman. She's trying to fight, but she's the only one left. I don't think so. She has all the aid and all the strength she needs to actually fight for this. But yeah, even though the school did an out-of-court settlement, the mother, Margaret, she still did not give up. She was still pushing the police. By 2006, she pushed the police to reopen the case. But unfortunately, by 2014, she was already 57 years old and she suffered a stroke. She did not have another person looking after her. You know, she was fighting alone. She was trying to fight and trying to get justice for her daughter all on her own. It must have been very, very difficult. She said that her life was empty and just withering away without Audrey. Imagine losing your only child, your only family, and being told sorry, no answers for more than 15 years. That must be so hard. That must be so difficult. 2014, and Margaret, the mom, was 57 years old, suffering from stroke, right? Now we are in 2025, another 11 years at it. She would be in her late 60s and never got a closure. Yeah, the case did not get any break. The case is just there. Now, what kept me thinking about this case was that 20 plus hours that Audrey was alive. You know, when she went missing from the 17th of May to the 18th of May before her presumably estimated death time. Where was she? You know, there are theories out there that maybe she was unconscious the whole time. You know, maybe she was unconscious the whole time, drugged, injured, and just kept in some place, and later on at that particular time her attacker killed her. That's theory number one. Theory number two, that's the more scarier one, where she was alive, awake, and aware of everything that was happening, and eventually perishing under your hand. You know, strangulation, right? So when you think about that, that is even scarier. Yes, both of the theories, they are scary, they are horrendous when you think about it, but the second one is even more scarier because you are sane and you're alive and you're looking at your fate on what's happening around you, and that would have been so much more scarier. Finally, the school. Yeah, the school. The Methodist Girl School. Look at the irony of this. Students have been complaining for so long. You need to understand, I'm repeating again, this is a girls' school. So a lot of girls students have been complaining about the harassment, the robbery, all the problems that they have been facing on their commute to school, especially around the tunnel and in the tunnel area, but nobody took any actions. Not the police, not the school management, until Audrey has to give up her life, until the demise of Audrey. Suddenly now there's fences, there are patrols, even security guards were placed in those areas. If all this actions had been taken even before Audrey's death, I think the whole scene, this whole case could have been avoided. Very, very frustrating. This is just my question, right? If any of you guys were in the investigator's shoe right now, right? What would you do different that might bring some sort of break to this case? Do let me know. I really, this was something that just literally came up in my brain when I was writing down this case. Do let me know, what would you guys do differently? Anyways, this case is never closed. This case is just there, just sitting, collecting dust. Yeah. Audrey's mother, Margaret, keeps fighting for justice even after her health has failed her. And any of you guys out there, if you guys have any little memories of the Dayabumi tunnel, that creepy tunnel, do let me know in the comment section below. I also want to know about that. If you guys have any information of that tunnel back then, early 2000s or late 1990s, do let me know. I want to know because I've never been to that tunnel. I don't know where the tunnel is exactly. I kind of know the area, but if you have any memories at all, whether the tunnel was creepy back then, whether it has changed right now, how is it, whether it's even closed, I don't know. Do let me know in the comment section below. I would love to read that. And let's hope Margaret gets some closure. Woo! It's become dark in here. Yep, it's become dark. It's almost, yeah, it's 7:30. It's almost 7:30. So with that, we have actually come to the end of today's video. This is the case of Audrey Melissa Bathinathan. If you guys liked it, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. I would be bringing you more of the ghost, mystery, and crime in the coming weeks. If you guys also liked this video, do leave the thumbs up. Do share about this channel, this video, to others who might find this video, this channel interesting. Please. Thank you, and I would be seeing you guys again in my next video. Until then, stay safe out there. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.